student class. I hope you all are safe at your home, right? Today we will do our last topic of the chapter number 3, the genetics, the back cross and test cross. We will understand these two terms today, right? Okay, in genetics, what we had learned and what we have actually know about the genetics, the term genetics, you know that the transmission of characters from one generation to another generation, or you can say that hereditary, and variation because of the combination of the two contrasting characters there is new varieties occur is called variation actually. And in this chapter we had started it from Mendel's law about the Mendel. Actually Mendel is known as the father of genetics because he is the only scientist who gave the concept about the genetics, how the genes are transferred from one generation to another, how the characters are actually transferred from one generation to another generation. Actually the Mendel had started. After the Mendel there are various scientists who will do this experiment into on the various animals, but Mendel's do this experiment on the plant only, and he select the plant of Pisum sativum for this experiment. Actually the Pisum sativum is a bisexual flower, and this plant have a capability for you can say that give the result, and you can say that the progeny in the same season only, because it is it give the seeds in the same season, in the winter season. Actually it is a winter season plant, and it is a bisexual, so and both the gametes are mature at the same time, so crossing should be easy in that plant, right? Will be easy in that plant, so Mendel select this actually, and it is a very short time period plant. Immediately it grow and start flowering and start producing seeds, so it will give very soon result, you can say that. So he had select this plant actually. Next we had discussed about the Mendel's law. Mendel gave actually three main law of dominant, segregation and independent assortment. Independent assortment is actually based on the dihybrid cross, and dominant and segregated law is based on the monohybrid cross actually, and this back cross and test cross is also based on this monohybrid cross. Actually we had done during the monohybrid cross we will take the two plants P1 P2, and one is the dominant and one is we will take the completely recessive. This is the genotype actually. I think you know all about the different terminology which we will use in that chapter, the genetics, the term dominant, the term genotype, the recessive, phenotype, back cross, test cross we will do today, and the alleles, the genes, monohybrid, dihybrid, these are the different terminology which actually you did know to learn about the Mendel's law actually. The heterotype, the homozygous, heterozygous, these are the very important terms actually you did know about these terms actually, right? So this is the genotype of the monohybrid, this is for the phenotype tall, and this is for the phenotype dwarf actually, right? And in that case we will produce the gametes actually, and during the formation of gametes we will take two type of gametes from the parent P1 and two type of gametes from the parent P2 simply, and during the formation of F1 generation we will get the TT or a hybrid concept. This is the genotype of your hybrid or your F1 generation, but the phenotype of this generation is the tall, because according to the law of dominance, if the single dominant allele is present, it have capability for expression, but the recessive allele have capability to express itself in the paired form only. So what is the meaning of back cross and test cross? As the name indicate, back cross simply. In case of back cross we will use this hybrid. We will take one parent is the hybrid and another parent, either it will be dominant or either it will be recessive. It depends on you simply what kind of character actually you want. So first parent is the hybrid and second parent either it will be dwarf or either it will be tall. So we will take the complete dominant, right? This is tall, this is also tall. gametes of this parent is this, and gamete of this parent is this, right? When we cross this, it means your F1 generation, capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t. Phenotypically all are tall, all are tall, but genotypically two are completely pure dominant, यानी 50% are completely dominant and 50% are hybrids. When we will take a cross of hybrid with the complete dominant parent, you will did this with the dwarf, with the completely recessive dwarf, right? Then what we will get? There is the small t, small t. In that case, there is the small t. There is also small t and small t. In that case, we will take 50% hybrid and 50% dwarf. So what will you find out that? What will you actually understand for the back rows? When we will cross the hybrid either with the dominant parent or either with the recessive parent, we will get 50% of the generation. We will get 50% dominant and 50% recessive trait actually. But in the test cross, we will cross the hybrid parent P1 with only the completely recessive parent, not with the dominant parent. This is the exception of the difference of the test cross with the back cross. In case of test cross, parent 2 will be always pure recessive parent. Gamete formation will be like this, and progeny will be 50% will be hybrid and 50% will be complete recessive. So you can say that in case of test cross, we will not get complete dominant parent. Pure dominant parent we will not get. We will get 50% character of dominant and 50% is the pure recessive, but we will not get the pure dominant character in case of test cross. But in case of back cross, we will get the pure dwarf, pure recessive as well as pure dominant. So this is the difference between the back cross and the test cross. Some importance of Mendel's law is that actually after the Mendel's law, we will know about the term factor, the term gene. What is the function of gene? Actually the gene is responsible for transmitting the characters from one generation to another generation. He explained the variation in different traits. Actually we will cross the dominant with recessive, hybrid with recessive, hybrid with dominant. So we will get the different characters. Actually we will get 7 different characters from the Mendel's law. We will know about the law of dominance, how the dominant allele can express and how the recessive allele can express, and we will know about the law of segregation. It means during the gamete formation there is always the separation of chromosomes takes place. It means haploid cells are formed, so the sexual reproduction is possible, either it will not possible. So Mendel explained all these. After the Mendel's law, actually we will know about all these concepts. So Mendel's laws has various importance in our life. Actually we will know about the genetics, the hereditary, the term variation. All these terms are actually we will know about after the Mendel's law. So this is all about your chapter. Your chapter genetics has been completed. We had discussed in chapter the various terms about the genes, the transmission of gene, the various terminology, very important, the gene, the basic concept, the allele, the single form of gene, monohybrid, single trait crossing, dihybrid, 2 trait crossing, heterozygous, 2 different gametes. This is the heterozygous. this is the heterozygous actually, right? Homozygous, when the two alleles are same, these are the homozygous. This is the heterozygous, capital T small t, right? And back cross, test cross, you will understand right now. And dihybrid, monohybrid, you had no. So these are the different terminology. Phenotype and genotype, very important. Genotype, genetic, this is the genotype. This is the phenotype which you will see from your eye is the phenotype, but we cannot see how this tall is actually occur, actually present due to the gene, which the gene we will not see actually from our naked eye. So this is the genotype. Genotype means genetically composition, phenotype means physical appearance simply. So these are the terms actually we will use in this chapter or this genetics only, not any other chapters of biology simply. So you need to understand all these terms before to understand the Mendel's law. After this, Mendel select the pea plants. You know why he select the pea plants. After the selection, he gave the different 7 characters of the pea. Some are dominant, some are the recessive. You know about this 7 different characters. And after all these, he gave their concept of laws of dominance, segregation and independent assortment. These laws are very very important, so you need to keep in mind properly and very clearly simply. Still you have doubt, then you can ask me on your doubt class, right? Thank you.